CD, sales dropping, but mobile and digital are expected to be the next. Mobile maybe yes, digital yes, a lot of growth will come thanks to those distribution mediums. So that caters to that. Then there is Teledost, which is a social network for TV fans.
Okay.
That means TV fans can go and upload videos. They can talk to each other about the shows. So that's there. Another company I run is called Animation Express, which caters to the animation industry. There's Animation Express Asia Pacific, which looks after what's the developments in the Asia Pacific region. There's visual effects. There is under that we also have something around technology, CTI. We have some another site which caters to technology. That's run by my partner Anil Wanvari. So these are the umbrella brands, but under IndianTelevision.com we also run things like the News Television Summit, the India Digital Pay TV Summit. We also run the Indian Tele Awards. Telechakka.com, we have the New Talent Awards, which are very respected properties. And so the idea of these sites is to be verticals for the sectors that they cater to: knowledge verticals, entertainment verticals, understanding verticals. We see ourselves as a company which services the sectors that it is dealing with. By that, it extends further. I personally help Indian companies export their software. I look after a market called TV in Cannes and MIPCOM. So that's the biggest syndication market in the world. It's a content aggregate where people go and sell their content. So close to about 300 people go there every year, from broadcast, production, to sell their content, animation. So I work, I'm basically Reed Midham's representative in India for that. So that's that. We also run script writing workshops under our group. We've also have a production arm. Whatever awards we produce it for television, and they are very huge properties running into crores, each of these awards. So we do the production ourselves. So I have a team which is creative, which does the creative for the shows, which has the production people. We have the talent management people on board. So even same for the New Talent Awards. We have a lot of other projects planned under the production unit and under events. So we plan to offer our events services to anyone who wants to do an event, because we have an understanding of the logistics of creating an event.
So, according to you, what qualities an entrepreneur should have, to be a success in life?
Well, have a vision, have an idea first. Pursue the idea. No matter what happens, no matter how impossible it thinks, believe in your idea. Have an idea, believe in your idea, pursue it. That's on stage one. Stage two is how to take that idea to the next level, which is you attain a critical mass. So the challenge is very often in today's world is entrepreneurs reach non-funded entrepreneurs. I'm not a funded entrepreneur. I don't have any VC in my company. This has been started from my bedroom with one computer, today to a staff of about 50 to 60 people working here. So, if you're funded, then you can go up to scale very quickly. I'm not, and so you can also fall very quickly if you're misguided. So the buck stops with me at the end of the day. I have a very good team. So what is the quality of an entrepreneur? He has to have an idea, basically belief in the idea, pursuing the idea, building the team to help get the idea into fruition. Then that's done. Intelligence is needed, an ability to understand trends, and being able to have that gut instinct. That's important. Ability to deal with people right, manage the people right. So once you've attained a particular X amount of scale, the next challenge is taking it to the next level. So at that stage you need to be able to bring in more people, you need to be able to satisfy the existing people, and you need to be able to nurture an environment of ideation, entrepreneurship as I call it, so that each one feels like he's running something himself and he's challenging himself to all of us have our personal goals,
Yeah.
our personal ambitions. So you have to marry the ambitions that the individual has with your ambition for the company as a whole. So marry those together and ensure that the individual achieves that.
So how did you manage to keep the enthusiast level of your employees?
I had a fabulous team.
In the initial stages, how did you keep the enthusiasm?
No, I had a fabulous team. I had a gentleman called Harish Patil who joined me, who was Marathi speaking, an MBA, but extremely clear, and I thank him a hell of a lot for what he, he understood that I'm an ideas man,
Okay.
and he became the organization man in a way. He organized my ideas in the sense that he brought system to whatever ideas I had, and then I hired a few, an ex-journalist from Times of India, Thomas Abraham, very enthusiastic, who's gone up to set up his own company. Vishal came in, who was again very bright guy. Today he's a director on some large companies. He runs his own product. He does some productions himself, TV productions. Very successful young boy. Then Anup came in, who's the general manager today. Again, an extremely experienced person. So, the team was. How do I do it? It was just the excitement of being in an internet company at a time when the boom had gone bust.
Yeah.
I set it up when the boom had gone bust. So the excitement to build something. I'm very energetic myself, so I probably pass on that energy myself. I'm still energetic, I believe that, and enthusiastic. So that spreads. The entrepreneur should be enthusiastic. And then reward them from time to time, talk to them, understand their problems. At times when I didn't, Harish would step in and understand them. Ability to be able to be ready for the worst situation and being able to face it and find a solution for it. And have a consistent vision. You need to have a consistent vision, which is changing with the changing environment. So the vision is, I want to build something.
Yeah.
That's the broad vision. Within this, what is the building I want to build? It's this structure, but if the climate changes, you make changes to the drawings that you've done for the building. So you have to respond to changes also, and then expand the vision, add in little blocks here and there too. So and then you have to be very with it. And supposing your model's not working, you have to be in a position to change your model to be able to do something else. That's why you see a lot of serial entrepreneurs. They build something to a scale. Like Ronnie is a serial entrepreneur, Ronnie Screwvala.
Yeah.
He builds things to scale, sells them, again builds something else.
So what were the challenges faced by you while establishing IndianTelevision.com?
I don't know them any. It was all fun.
Okay.
It was all the time. It was only fun doing what we were doing. I made it fun, and that's another thing. I made it fun for the team.
Mm-hmm.
We used to cook in the office together. We had little things together. We used to bring, and I used to cook in the office, and sometimes somebody else used to cook. Those were the days where we had it was very family oriented. So challenges it was fun. I mean, finance can be a challenge, but because I'm not funded as such. But there were friends who helped me out, like Michael March, who's a very dear friend. He put in some money when the company had started. He said, "I believe in you," and today he owns equity in the company, which and he's a very dear friend, and he's a very dear advisor too.
What are your future plans at Indian Television?
Tons of a small idea could become
You're
big.
coming into production also.
Yes, we've been producing so far, but now we're looking at coming here with a slate of production. We're going to go and pitch to channels and tell them about the shows that we have. There are ideas I have, there are ideas a team has. So we've hired a few people. Some people are joining, and once we are developing projects. Once we have that, we go out and pitch. That's what we're
What's your
planning.
revenue model at present?
There's online advertising, there's consulting. I forgot to mention, we also do consulting and research
Okay.
for international clients wanting to come into India. So there's advertising, there's sponsorship revenues, there's consulting revenues, there's research revenues, then there's production revenues, there's event organization revenues. So the revenue is coming from the services we offer. So
Anil, in India, there is an immense capacity of entrepreneurial capabilities there, but we tend to sit upon our ideas. We do not act. So, any words of wisdom to the entrepreneurs who are?
I'm sure the younger people who are coming in are more wiser than I am. I'm sure they're wiser because you've got to believe in your idea. That's it. You've got to move with your idea, believe in your idea, be ready for any eventuality. That your idea, correct your idea if you have to, and basically, believe in your idea and don't give up. Uh, and it requires work. It it requires work. It requires your positivity. It requires your enthusiasm. It requires a team. It requires, and of course, it requires you to be patient. It requires you to be kind also to people. Be kind to people because they're the best resource you have. Whether it's a man on the street, or whether it's your employee, or whether it's your father, or whether it's your mother, or whether it's your brother, or whether it's your employee. Be kind to people. But by that I mean don't kind of lose your shirt, but make sure you keep your shirt and you give them their shirt too.
Okay.
So be kind to people. If you have, then share with people, and because what you give out comes back to you. That's a reality. I mean, whoever, even large entrepreneurs like Azim, very successful ones. I'm just a small entrepreneur, like Azim Premji. They believe in giving, because by giving, you get. Dhirubhai Ambani has given a lot. I mean, people tend to, they used to criticize him in the early days as somebody who was not honest. Subhashi, the point at the end of the day, it's business. The regimes at those times required that kind of, innovation as far as working with policies is concerned. So, basically, learn technology, always learn, that's most important. Always believe you're a student, that you're always learning. If you keep it in your head that you're always learning, you will never be behind the curve, and be kind, be fair, be honest, and honest with yourself mostly, honest with people, and be smart.